To stay home, waiting for love. So tonight, okay, so I wanted to do something else right quick, which is this. But tonight, I'm gonna do as a man does. Ding, 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 ding. Hello. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have my little fidget. I promised to put it away before we start, but I'm a little bit addicted to this lately. We'll move over a little bit. I don't know how I got pushed over this much. How's your day going? How's your weekend going at that? Scooch this over. Sorry, I'm just making some adjustments. There we go. Okay. A little straighter. I discovered recently, maybe I already said this, but I'm still very, very much impressed by it, that you can, don't fall. Okay, you can use your iPhone as a webcam. And so that's what I'm using. It's so much better than my iMac, built-in camera. Is it snowing? How much snow? Where do you live? Sorry, I didn't mean to seem taken aback by it, but I'm sort of tired of snow. It's been raining here, and I'm in the East Coast, so I imagine wherever you are, you're, over a foot. My goodness gracious. Are you ready for a little summer? Because I would be at that point. Yikes. I bet it's really pretty, though. If you feel up to it, could you take a picture and post it in the Soft app? Because I'd love to see it. I like a fresh snow, when it's deep enough to have covered everything before the world starts up again, It's really pretty. And the trees and stuff. But I am ready for summer. I cannot lie to you. I've been counting down the days till spring. Yay, thank you. I would love to see it. Ooh. Okay, so we start at 1:10. So I want to spend the first 10 minutes just checking in with everyone, seeing how you're feeling, also making sure you have everything you need, because I'm falling into a flow with how these meditations will work going forward. And what that looks like is, one, make sure you're somewhere cozy and comfortable. I am sitting at my desk, but I have one of those really big cross-legged office chairs, and I have my ottoman, so I'll be able to sit however is comfortable. So make sure you're somewhere cozy. Make sure you have some water or your beverage of choice, or beverages if that's your jam. And because I keep forgetting to mention this, be sure to have a journal and a pen handy, because the way that I like to meditate is that what happens with me is I get a lot of downloads during meditation, but then when I come out of meditation, I immediately forget, almost like when you dream and you wake up and you forget. It starts to go super quick. So nowadays, if I have a thought that seems interesting, I just quickly jot it down during the meditation and go back in. You can also, this is something I do when I'm alone, I will just turn on the audio recorder on my phone, and I'll just say it. I'll just collect anything I think, I'll just like say it out loud quietly while I'm meditating. So that's an option too. But yeah, this way you can start to get an idea of what you're generating, like what thought, a lot of stuff. You might start to notice that you're either working through some difficult stuff, or in some cases that you're able to see some things that are coming, which happens to me a lot. Not always big, interesting stuff, sometimes small, weird stuff. Like um, a little weird one that happened recently is that how do I tell this story in a way that makes sense? In my apartment building, they had this competition for Valentine's Day where everybody tried to count how many Hershey's Kisses were in a jar. And, everybody wrote down their estimate. And I went to the lobby to write down my estimate. And at the same time, I ran into one of my neighbors who used to be my neighbor in another building I lived in too. And she was writing down her estimate. And I woke up in the next morning, like, oh, she won. And then she really did win. It's weird. It's a big building. There were hundreds of people who wrote down estimates. It's like, 19 floors here. Every floor has like 20 apartments on it. So it was a big deal. But yeah, so little things like that happen. Or one time I had a dream where I went to the movies with my friend, and she was talking the whole time, and it was embarrassing. And then later that day, my sister said, "Hey, you want to go to the movies tonight?" I didn't even put the two things together. But when we went to the movies, she was talking the whole time, and it was embarrassing. She was just talking so loud about all these little random things. It's funny in retrospect. It wasn't that embarrassing. But at the time, I was like, damn, this is what I dreamed. So that happens to me both in dreams and meditation. So now I just try to quickly jot it down. The same thing with my dreams. Like if I wake up, I'll quickly make a video or something. If I'm too groggy to write, I'll just make a video or a voice note. So make sure you have all those items, and leave your favorite emoji in the text box to let me know that you have all those items with you, being your journal and a pen, if not two pens, your beverage of choice, and a comfy, cozy place to sit. Sweet. Oh, that's such a good emoji. I'm going to get my, this is my favorite, like, okay. This is my favorite, like, cozy blanket. And I also suggest having something nice and cozy because we start the meditation with a body scan. And a body scan, the whole point of it is to face tough emotions that arise, which can be heavy. And so having something soft nearby, or even just rubbing yourself, can be a nice way to remind your nervous system that, like, it's safe to look at what you're looking at now. You don't have to run from it. You're safe. You're not actually physically in the harm right now. So yeah, this is what I use. Or a cat. If you got a cat or a dog, they help too with that. So yeah. All right, we got about 5 more minutes to go. Let me tell you some stuff that's happening with Soft. So this week I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and test out the 24/7 body scan. Maybe tomorrow or possibly today even. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm sorry, did I say the 24-hour body scan? The 24-hour body double Zoom. The 24-hour body double Zoom. So I'm going to set it all up today and just run it. And then I'll let people know that they can log in. This will be like a beta test though, because I need to be able to work out the kinks and things like that. But yeah, that's going to start either today or tomorrow, depending on how setup goes today. And then it'll officially launch in a week. But you'll see it before then, but I will officially put the word out next week. And I'm excited about that, but also kind of like just curious to see how it's all going to go. What I think I'm going to use it for body doubling is that sometimes like I eat unconsciously, and I used to think, oh, you're an emotional eater, but I don't think it's that. I think I'm stimming. I like the textures of food, and I like it's stimming. I'm stimming. But sometimes I get so lost in it because I'm alone in my apartment that I will overeat just simply because I'm enjoying like the stimming of it. So I think I'm going to start sitting on the body double Zoom to eat my meals just so I can be more conscious, because I don't eat that way when I'm with other people. And I hope this doesn't sound like any type of body shaming because I don't intend it for that. I'm not trying to lose weight. I just noticed that just like any other stim that I do, I go into a trance and do it for a long period of time. Like I walk around my sofa, and the minute when I realized I can walk around my sofa, I started doing it excessively. That's the wrong word. I started doing it a lot. So now I walk like 25 to 30 miles a week around my sofa, or on this little thing. Like when I start picking this up and playing with it, I just go and go. And the same goes when I stim with food. So having a body double, having other people just present, I think would help me to stay more in my body while I'm eating, because I don't want to inadvertently harm myself by just eating way more than I wish to, because I don't notice what I'm doing. So that's how I intend to use it. And I'll probably also walk around my sofa on the body double Zoom and things like that. So I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm also trying to figure out more advertising this week for Soft so that the community can grow and there can be more of us here. But we'll see how that goes. I'm nowhere near an expert. So I think I'm going to make a post today after this and ask the community for help. Like if you know somebody who could help with advertising or whatever, like I'm just going to put the call out there on all of my social media platforms, because I think Soft is beautiful, but it needs the help beyond, like, to grow it. I think it needs help beyond what I'm capable of. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Before we get started, because we have about a minute, is there anything that you want to share? Do you have any questions, anything like that? Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up. Yes, I did check out Jellycat stuffed animals, and the ones I wanted were all sold out. And then I couldn't remember the name to go back and check again. Thank you. I'm going to write it down right at the top of my journal so I can go back again today. Yeah, they were sold out of quite a lot, and I imagine it's because of Valentine's Day. So maybe when I go back now, I'll have better luck, because I saw some that I was just in love with. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so funny. I was just thinking about this like 2 days ago, and I was like, God, I hope that we run into each other again. And you just, thank you. That's lovely. So yeah, I will be doing that. Oh, it was so nostalgic and lovely to see all the stuffed animals. But yeah, I'm gonna. Which one did you get, by the way? Or do you have multiple? I went on there thinking that I was gonna get like, I felt like obviously it's gonna be a bear, but then when I saw all the other animals, I fell in love with the turtle, and I think I'm gonna get the turtle. I didn't even think about all the options. Multiple. You have a whale. I'm writing that down. I'm sorry to get teary, but I have a thing with whales, and lately I've been, I don't like, do you ever feel like you're getting a sign, like you're getting signs from the universe? My sign has been whales, and I just keep getting messages about them. People keep talking about them. And I think that it's just touching me kind of deeply, because I lived in Mexico, and one of my favorite things about living there is just, oh, I'm going to cry, the whales. And I got to see them from my apartment. So I would sit outside on my terrace and just watch whales all day long. And it would make me so happy. And I really had a goal of getting back to Mexico, like part-time, 6 months here, 6 months there. And I wanted to do it in time to see the whales, because they leave at the end of March. And so every day that I'm not there, I'm like, I'm missing the whales, and it's like breaking my heart a little bit. Yeah, but it's okay. I will see whales again, even if I miss them this year. I'll get there. Thank you for telling me that, though, because now I didn't even see a whale. I'm going to look for the whale. I think that would be a nice stuffed animal to have. Maybe I'll get a turtle and a whale. Who says you can't have 80,000? You know? Oh, you relate to the eating stimming. Yeah. Oh, good. Hi, by the way. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh my God, you do. I lived in Puerto Vallarta, and it's at the same elevation as Hawaii. So people often say that they look quite a lot, they look alike. The temperature is very similar. Could you please, if you get a good whale picture or video, can you please post it in Soft? I'm gonna like live vicariously through it. They make me so happy. Almost as happy as birds, maybe equally, maybe more. I have to think about that. I'm not gonna cry. You have at least 10. Okay, let's get into this meditation. Actually, let me just close my balcony door because I live near a police station and I don't want there to be like loud ambulances while we're meditating. So 1 second, then we'll start. Oh, I really am teary eyed. Okay, I'll be right back. Ah, instantly quieter. Excellent. Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this meditation. Thank you for being here, by the way, to both of you. I just want to, right quick before we start, make sure that you're sitting somewhere. It was the whales. Um, just want to make sure you're sitting somewhere comfortable, that you have your beverages nearby, you have some soft objects that you can touch if you need some gentle support, and that you have your journal and a pen, if not two pens, handy. Raise my office chair. There we go. And before you close your eyes, just get into the most comfortable position you can. I'm doing the same. I'm going to lean back now. Excellent. And I want you to take a deep breath in, but when you do, start from your belly. And I want you to place your hands on your belly so that you can feel it expanding. I want you to feel your belly expand and then let it go all the way up through your chest, okay? So let's do that now. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And now release the breath. We still have our eyes open. We're going to do that one more time, okay? Take a deep breath in. Hold. And breathe out through the mouth. Excellent. Can somebody let me know? I moved away from my mic. Can you hear me okay? Excellent. Okay. So one more deep breath in. Thank you. Thank you. Deep breath in all the way from the belly. Hold this one for a moment. And as you release it, close your eyes. Now keep breathing slowly and deeply for a few more breaths. And now, I want you to bring to mind something that has been bothering you lately, something that's been heavily on your mind, or just an old hurt or pain that you still think of sometimes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to sit with this, but not for very long, just for about 1 minute. So remember when you bring this up that it's safe. It's safe to be in this. It's only going to be for a minute. That's it. So think of it now. Think about how the situation made you feel or makes you feel. Does it make you angry or scared? Does it make you sad? Keep breathing deep. We only have about 30 seconds left, so keep going. In just a moment, I'm going to ask you to drop the thought and drop into your body. And I'll ask you a series of questions about what your body is experiencing. And so now, do your very best to drop the thought. And I want you to focus on your belly. You can even place one hand on your belly to help really focus in. What do you feel in your belly? Does it feel like there's a heavy object weighing your belly down? Maybe it feels like there's a balloon in your stomach that's being inflated bigger and bigger and bigger. Fully illustrate what you feel in your belly, but remember to keep breathing. Remember that you are safe. What color is the feeling in your belly? If it had a shape, what shape would it be? Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep breathing, you're safe. Now I want you to bring your attention to your chest. And if you'd like, place one hand on your chest as well. What do you feel in your chest? Maybe it feels like a rhinoceros is sitting on your chest. Maybe it feels like there's a tornado swirling and whirling in your chest. Fully illustrate this now. Keep breathing deep. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And bring your attention to your throat. What do you feel in your throat? Does it feel like your throat is getting tighter and tighter? Does it feel like you swallowed a large object and it's hard to talk? Take a deep breath and bring some air and energy to your throat. What else do you feel in your body now? What do you feel in your head? I'm doing this right along with you. Remember to keep breathing. What do you feel in your shoulders? What do you feel in your arms and legs? What do you feel in your hands, your feet, your back? Together, we've just faced our emotions. Regardless of whether you're having a hard day, working through old trauma, healing from something painful, grieving, this is the process of how you face it and release it. You might find that sometimes you have to do this 1,000 times a day. But as you can see, it's gentle. It's almost like standing at a beach and having a wave come up and over you. It starts off small and it grows and it grows. And then just as it peaks, it begins to dissipate, which is why now you might find that you feel more relaxed. You faced the emotion and it passed. You did a fantastic job. During this meditation that we're going to start now, if anything painful comes up for you again, return to this practice and just ask yourself what you feel throughout your body. Keep asking yourself, and you'll notice that in under 90 seconds, the emotion will have passed. It's scientifically proven to pass in under 90 seconds. So now let's move into quiet meditation. But be sure that you have your journal and a pen nearby, because as we quietly meditate, if any interesting thoughts, song lyrics, pictures, visualizations, words pop into your mind, feel free to quickly write them down, jot them down, and then return to meditation. When I silently meditate, I like to focus on a mantra because that helps to keep me in the meditation, keep me focused. And so for this week, in honor of Valentine's Day, the mantra will be, I love. And as you say it, just think of all the love that surrounds you, all the love that you embody, all the love in your life that you might overlook. The simple things like having a safe place to sleep, being able to come to a meditation like this on a Sunday. I love is a mantra that's meant to embody all of the love that exists in and around you at all times. And so keep that in mind as you say this mantra today. Repeat it throughout the meditation at the pace that feels right for you. I like to start with saying I on my in breath and love when I release my breath. And then I adjust the pace as I see fit, and I encourage you to do the same. And I believe that's it. Am I missing anything? Let's see. No, let's go ahead and start the meditation now. We'll meditate together for about 20 minutes. Then I'll chime a small bell to let you know that we have just a couple minutes left. I'll see you on the other side. Oh, so sorry, one quick additional note. It's okay if you have a thought. It's okay if your thoughts race during this meditation or if you find your mind wandering. Just try to picture your thought being encapsulated in a big bubble and then observe that bubble floating away. Don't shame yourself if you have a thought, though. It's okay. Our brains are powerful, beautiful things. If you're thinking, you're doing it right. Just envision the bubble and allow it to gently float away. Okay, that's really it for me now. There are about 2 minutes left in the meditation. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers and slowly come to. You still have about a minute, so take your time. If you're back, before anything else, just take another minute or so to jot down any final thoughts, anything that came up during meditation that you don't want to forget. And when you're done, just drop your favorite emoji in the chat box. Excellent. All right. I just want to remind you that the practice of facing your emotions, the body scan that we did at the beginning of this meditation, it lives in the Soft app too, in the sanctuary. When you go to the sanctuary, all of the practices within are numbered, and this practice is number 1. You cannot miss it. It's called Face Your Emotions. There are 2 versions. One is a little bit longer if you need more gentle support, and one is quicker if you don't have a lot of time. So you always have the option of doing those practices, but you can also return to this specific live as well, because that's going to be permanently in the app for you too. There's another section in the MindQuest tab that's just replays of all the Zooms and lives that we ever have in chronological order, descending. The newest will be first. Descending, I think that is. So yeah. And that's it. That's it for this Sunday's meditation. I'm so glad you all came. How are you feeling now compared to when you began? Oh, good, good, good. Excellent. I can't wait to get into body doubling. trying to figure out. I think I'm going to need to buy another computer to just have here all the time so it can be running even when I'm not present. Oh, good. You're at an 8 and you feel energized. Good, good, good. Yeah, excellent. Me too. This one was emotional. I had a lot of emotional releases, but I'm glad that I had the time to do it, to face what I'm feeling. I didn't realize I had really been feeling it so heavily. So I feel very relaxed now. I would say I'm at like a 7.5. So, yeah. All right. Well, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your Sunday. And then, if anything did come up for you during meditation that you'd like to share, oh, I love that. I love that so much. Even this morning, okay, that's such a side hustle, but I'll tell you, this morning when I woke up, I that's so sweet. What happened? I think I was like blowing my nose or something, and then I was like, "Gosh, I sound like a whale." And then I said, well, "Okay, but that's a gift. It's a gift to sound like a whale, so I'll take it." um, that's really, really, really beautiful. You felt whales sending love. If you have thoughts that come up that you want to share, like in the next few hours, feel free to drop them in the Soft app. I'd love to know what came up for you, if there's anything that you feel open to sharing. Remember, some stuff that comes up is private, and that's okay too. But if you want to share anything, we can talk about it there. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you next Sunday or sooner on the Body Double Zoom. So stay tuned for that. I send out an email on Mondays, so maybe I will mention that it's in beta, so that it's like if you don't have to search the app for it. You'll see the email. All right. Anyone have anything else you want to say before we close out? Thank you too. See you soon. Aw. All right. I am going to have such a good cry in a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God, whales. Okay. Sending you love. I will see you soon. Bye. Oh.